Hi, I'm Zoe, and I'm from Australia. Please like and subscribe. Both my parents were born geniuses. My dad was a scientist at a pharmaceutical company, and my mother became the youngest principal in the world. So when I was born, they thought I'd be the next Einstein. But unfortunately, I wasn't even close. They'd try to teach me how to read and write, and I would shred all the books and papers to pieces.
Look at that, Mommy! Airplane!
Oh, that's my research for the last 5 years. What did you do, kid? Relax, honey. Look at her building planes from such a young age. She's no less than the Wright brothers. But Mom's bubble burst soon after when I turned 3. They bought me all the different puzzles in the world. But to their surprise, I broke them instead of fixing them. What is wrong with this child? I'm sick of her stupid activities. Sometimes I wonder if she's mine or…
How dare you? Don't blame it on me. It's your stupid family's genes that have her acting all weird.
Yep, they pretty much fought about it all the time until my little sister Susie was born. And unlike me, she was a genius. She could solve puzzles from a very young age and speak 4 different languages by the time she turned 7. And although I was low-key proud of her, she hated me for some reason. Once we had some guests over and she recited all the theories and laws proposed by Newton, word by word. Everyone was super impressed with her, and I said,
Susie, that was awesome.
I could never do that.
Yeah, that's because you're a loser, Zoe.
Ugh, such a mean kid. Because of her excellent skills, she got promoted to 4th grade when she was just 7. When she joined my school, I offered to walk her to class, but she just pushed me away.
What are you doing? Get away from me.
But I'm just trying to…
Ruin my reputation? I don't want the kids knowing my sister is a failure.
Oh my God, what is your problem? I'm just trying to be nice here, but you keep on being a brat.
No one asked you to. Now get out of my face, loser.
Ugh, she was unreasonable. But why not? Mom had her back both at school and at home. But Mom would ignore my existence entirely, especially at school. Mom! Mom! How many times have I told you not to call me Mom in school? But Susie does it, and everyone knows she's your daughter. Yeah, that's because I'm proud of her. And about you, I'm just confused. Now off you go and stop wasting my time. This was it. I was gonna show her. There was an upcoming debate competition Susie was participating in, and I signed up just to tease her and Mom.
You gave your name for the debate competition? Are you crazy? Do you want to embarrass us that badly?
I want to win it and prove to Mom and Dad and you that I'm not useless. Are you scared?
As if. And you must be crazy to think you can win against me.
Well, I really wasn't sure that I would, but surprisingly, the judges felt that my points were more real and reasonable, and I won the competition. Both Mom and Susie's jaws dropped when they saw this. And the next day, I found Susie pulling stuff out of a girl's locker and stomping on it. Before I could even ask what she was doing, the girl came running at her angrily and pinned her against the wall. Hey, what do you think you're doing, punk?
Mind your own business, witch. I'm trashing my sister's locker, and I'm a little busy, so buzz off.
Your sister's locker? I don't know who that is, but that locker is mine. And with that, she started pulling Susie's hair, and I couldn't stop laughing. She mistakenly broke into the girl's locker thinking that it was mine. That was hilarious. Just then, Mom arrived on the scene and pulled the two apart. And then she started screaming at me. You were just standing there like a moron and laughing? Why didn't you stop this bully? Why should I? Susie deserved getting her butt kicked. And you can defend your little princess yourself. Mom was furious. She gave the other girl detention and she suspended me for a week. Mom, are you crazy? You're suspending me for what? Laughing? And what about Susie? She started the whole thing. She gets no punishment at all? I don't want to hear anything. Susie is the smartest kid in the school, and she's being promoted to your class because she's a genius. Do you think I'll let you ruin it? How could my own mother be so evil? I stormed out of her office in anger. A few days later, Mom threw a huge party on Susie's birthday, and I prepared to get revenge on her. As I was getting ready, Susie came into my room and suddenly hugged me.
Oh, sis, I'm so sorry. I've been so mean to you.
I realized you won because of your own smartness, and you're as smart as me. Please, forgive me for everything. Really? What changed your mind?
I don't know. Maybe just because it's my birthday and Mom threw me this huge party and I realized how lucky I am to have everything. So you can have this one little victory. I feel generous.
Gosh, she was so annoying. I almost didn't want to go to her party now, but she dragged me off and I decided to let things go. But soon after I walked in, everyone was staring at me and started laughing like crazy. What was happening? Suddenly, I saw my reflection in the mirror and my face was all swollen, like I'd been stung by 100 bees. And Susie was cackling like a witch. I was certain she'd mixed something in my makeup. Susie, you psycho! I'm gonna kill you! I ran off to Dad's bathroom and grabbed his shaver. I came running back and pounced at Susie, knocking her to the ground. And I started shaving her head as she screamed. Just then, Mom came into the room and went all ballistic on me in front of everyone.
Oh my God, Zoe! What are you, an animal? What have you done to your poor sister? On her birthday? You're grounded for life.
That's enough, Mom. You never listen to me. You just care about Susie all the time. Can't you see what she's done to my face? All she ever does is make me miserable. How can you be so blind? But she just looked at me blankly, and I knew it was useless to say any more, so I ran back to my room. But later that night, I heard someone screaming. I ran down to find Susie in the lounge, and all around her were broken picture frames, and on the wall was something written in red spray paint. Finish Susie off. Smarty Pants needs to die. Susie grinned at me and let out another shrill scream, and just then my parents came running in.
Mom, Dad, look what Zoe did. She ruined all our family pictures, and she wrote this on the wall. She hates you guys, and she hates me, and she wants to kill me. She's a psycho. She needs help.
What? These were all crazy lies. She was such an evil person. But Mom and Dad bought her lies and instantly took me to a doctor. There, he ran all kinds of tests on me and declared I had ADHD. It is an attention disorder where individuals can't always focus on things like other kids and have unusual motion problems. But it doesn't mean that she's any less smart. In fact, Albert Einstein himself was diagnosed with it. Well, I always knew something was wrong with me, and this explained all the reasons why I could never focus on my studies. I thought Mom and Dad would understand me now, but surprisingly, they looked at me like I was some kind of monster. Later when we got home, I heard my parents secretly talking about me, and it just broke my heart. I never thought Zoe would be such a burden to our name, and now this weird disease. We're doomed. Maybe we should send her away. Yeah, you're right. It feels like she's not even our daughter. And with everything she did to Susie, we need to send her away. I couldn't believe it. How could they? After all this while, I tried to make them feel proud of me, and they thought I was some burden. I stormed in to confront them. How could you guys think of me like that? You call yourself smart and educated? Well, you're just mean and blinded by your love for Susie. You can't even see all the things she's done to me, and you think I'm the psycho? Well, you'll regret it, and I hate you guys. I went to my room in tears, but this was it. I was proud of the way I was, and I wasn't letting anyone put me down. I started putting more focus into my work and taking some online classes on the internet to work on my issues. Soon, we had a big project coming for the finals, and I was preparing my best for it. Susie was being helped by Mom so that she could win the competition and then get the International Science Scholarship. On the day of the presentation, I was super excited. I went onto the stage and gave the best I could. But just as Susie got onto the stage for her turn, her model broke and fell apart. Suddenly, she had tears in her eyes, but Mom went all ballistic on her. What are you doing? Stop crying like a baby here. Just stop. She went on stage and grabbed her by the arm. Stop embarrassing me in front of everyone. Isn't it bad enough that you ruined this in the first place, and now you... Ugh. But suddenly, Susie yelled, Mom, just shut up. Shut up. I did everything you asked for. I always tried so hard to be the best, and I failed this one time. So what? Mom was shocked and tried to hush Susie, but she pushed her away and left. I was shocked, but secretly happy that Mom was embarrassed in front of everyone. But later when the results were announced, Mom went all gaga hearing my name in the first place. She started hugging me and kissing me like crazy. She was such a drama queen. I wasn't buying her act for a second. Later when we got home, Mom went ballistic on Susie. Listen here, you stupid girl, I made you. You are what you are because of me. Learn something from your sister. Look at her. She's left you behind and won it. You should be ashamed of yourself, you ungrateful brat.
No! You're a monster, Mom! Do you even realize how stressful it's been for me all these years? Always trying to please you guys so you won't treat me like Zoe?
Well, yeah, Zoe is dumb. Dumb kids should be bullied until they decide to change. Oh my God, how can a principal say such things? You're absolutely horrible, Mom. Mom stepped closer to slap me, but Susie pushed her away.
Stop it! I don't want this! I just want a happy family like everyone else I know.
That's enough, Mom. I know what you guys did, and I know how selfish you people are. You don't need kids, you need robots who can work on your instructions and make you feel good about yourself. Zoe, how dare you? No, Dad, how dare you? You ruined both of our lives by putting us in this stupid competition and burdening us with your expectations. It's all your fault. And I'm not gonna let you do this to me or Susie anymore.
Yeah, and we know who to contact if you keep treating us like that.
Like child services, for example? And you will regret the moment you gave birth to us. And to me, she said,
Oh, Zoe, I never wanted to hurt you, but I was afraid Mom and Dad might hate me too. I'm so sorry, Zoe. Please forgive me.
It's okay, I guess. I just want you to know that I never hated you. And we have another chance to make up for lost time. I forgive you. Hi, I'm Lizzie from Chicago. Before I tell you my story, please like and subscribe. I grew up with 2 loving parents and an amazing sister, Patty. She was 2 years older than me, but she was my best friend, and I stuck to her like glue. Once when I was 7, I just bought popsicles from an ice cream truck when suddenly a tall boy blocked my way and knocked them out of my hand.
Hey, what'd you do that for, jerk?
I just felt like it. What you gonna do? Go cry to your mommy?
She doesn't need to, because she has me.
And with that, Patty tackled the boy to the ground. She grabbed one of the dirty popsicles and rubbed it all over his face. The boy pushed her off and shouted, "Crazy psycho," before he ran away. Patty was awesome. Life was good until the 5th grade when everything changed. Patty had climbed onto the roof one day and she ended up having a terrible fall. My parents rushed her to the hospital, but a few hours later, we found out that she'd gone into a coma. We were completely devastated. I missed Patty like crazy. And to make things worse, my parents became super protective about me from that moment. Every time I got the slightest injury, Mom freaked out.
Oh my God, my baby! She's bleeding!
Mom, it's just a paper cut. I'm fine. But Mom rushed me off to the clinic like I'd cut my hand off. Even the doctors there were soon sick of her. And things kept getting crazier. Once when I was 14, I had to beg my parents to let me go on a school trip to an amusement park. They finally agreed, and I was so excited. But just as I was climbing onto the roller coaster, my teacher came flying and pulled me away. Oh no, your parents made me sign an agreement that I wouldn't let you go on any ride. What? I just sat on the bench like a moron the whole day while everyone else had crazy fun. This was so unfair, and I was so mad when I got home. Guys, you have to stop. You're sucking all the fun out of my life. We're only looking out for you. Why don't you understand? I do understand. Mom, Dad, I really miss Patty too, and I wish she'd never been hurt, but you can't always stop bad things from happening. Well, we're sure as heck gonna try. Ugh, they were impossible. A friend had a slumber party at her place one night, and I knew my parents would never let me stay over. So once they were asleep, I climbed out the window. I'd be back before they woke up. I was having an amazing time with my friends when suddenly we heard loud screams from downstairs, and to my horror, I saw my mom attacking Lizzie's mom and yelling, "Where's my daughter? I know you're holding her here. I can track her phone location. Tell me, right now." Oh my God! Mom, are you insane?
I can't take this anymore.
Just then, Dad came running in, looking pale as a ghost.
I just got a phone call from the hospital. Patty is awake.
We forgot everything and rushed to the hospital, and we found Patty sitting up in bed, smiling at us. It was unbelievable. Luckily, Patty's head injury hadn't affected her memory, but it took her a month of physical therapy just to be able to walk again. When she finally came home, we had her room all newly decorated for her, and I hugged her tight. Patty, I missed you so much.
I missed you too, Lizzie.
Patty was now 16, but her mind still seems like that of a 12-year-old. I felt like the older sister now, and it felt a bit strange talking to someone who had no idea what had happened in the past 4 years.
Oh, any new songs by One Direction?
Oh, no, Patty. They broke up soon after your accident.
Oh, I see. How about we make a YouTube video of how to make slime?
No one really does that anymore. She looked a bit bummed out, so I introduced her to other things I knew she'd love. There's TikTok, My Story Animated, and now everybody goes in pajamas everywhere. Patty looked fascinated, and we stayed up all night while I got her up to speed. A few weeks later, Patty started school again, but she had to go back to 7th grade, while I was already in 9th grade. I could tell she was struggling with studies, so I would help her out during breaks in school. One day, I found Dad standing in the driveway next to his car, which had a large dent on the side and the headlights were smashed. What happened to your car, Dad?
Oh, you're asking me? Well, let me remind you. You took my car out last night, hid it somewhere, and brought it back like this.
What? Are you crazy? I didn't do that.
The neighbors said they saw you driving off with it last night, so stop lying. I can't believe you'd be such a reckless maniac. No pocket money for 3 months, and I'm never allowing you to drive.
I didn't do it, I swear. Dad just walked off into the house without hearing another word. The only thing that cheered me up was I was meeting my boyfriend Jonathan later that evening. We'd been going out for a month, and of course, I hadn't told my parents. That evening, while they were busy watching TV with Patty, I slipped out quietly and waited for Jonathan at our meeting spot. But when he didn't turn up after half an hour, I called him.
What do you want?
Where are you? I'm waiting for you at our spot.
Oh, do you have amnesia now? You broke up with me over text yesterday, remember?
And with that, he hung up. What the heck was he talking about? When I looked at the messages I'd sent, I was shocked. Jonathan, what was between us was nice, but I'm kind of bored of you now, so let's call it quits. Okay, thanks, bye. Gosh, was I losing my mind? I didn't remember sending this message. Oh, this seems like something Mom would do. I ran home to confront her.
Where are you coming from, Lizzie?
Oh, I went to meet my boyfriend. Yeah, don't look so shocked. Mom, you already know about him. After all, you're the one who broke up with him from my phone.
What rubbish. I didn't know anything about a boyfriend before, but thanks for telling me now, you're grounded.
Just then, I saw Patty behind my parents, and she had an evil smile on her face. Oh my God! Patty, you did all this, didn't you? Wrecked Dad's car? Stole my phone? It's you!
My poor Patty has barely learned to walk again, and you're saying she took my car? You're awful for trying to blame things on your sister, Lizzie.
Don't you dare say another word about Patty. Maybe you're just jealous she's been getting more attention since she's come back to us. I couldn't believe they had just said that. I stormed off to my room and slammed the door shut. She completely denied it when I confronted her, saying I was crazy and paranoid. But she kept messing with me, putting salt instead of sugar in my coffee, breaking my things, cutting up my clothes. I never knew what she'd do next. But I was in for a major shock when I saw her kissing someone in the school corridor the next day. My ex-boyfriend, Jonathan. I marched up to her and pulled her away. What do you think you're doing?
Kissing my boyfriend. Why? Are you jealous?
Are you out of your mind? Jonathan, since when have you been dating my sister?
Not that it's any of your business, but it just happened. I like how mature she is for her age.
Of course she's mature. She's 2 years older than you. She's a 16-year-old dummy witch in 7th grade. Suddenly, Patty leapt forward and attacked me. I pushed her off me and her head hit the wall. Oh my God, Patty, are you okay?
Oh, my head. I feel dizzy.
As Jonathan quickly carried her away to the school nurse, she turned around and grinned at me. And all hell broke loose when the principal called my parents to take Patty home, and they found out I'd pushed her. Mom, Dad, I didn't mean to. She attacked me first, and she's fine. I'm telling you, she's lying.
That's enough. I can't believe you'd hurt your sister after everything she's been through. After everything we've been through. I don't know what we'll do with you, Lizzie. We can't even trust you to be around her anymore.
My parents left, and I looked back at Patty lying in bed, smiling at me like a witch. I no longer recognized her as the sister I dearly loved. It's better for you to give up and understand that I'm in control here. No matter what you say or do, no one will believe you. Patty was right. I decided I had no choice now but to just leave. I packed a bag, took my savings, and ran from home that night. I crashed at a friend's place, but the next day she said if I was staying any longer, I had to go sleep in the garage. But why? You have plenty of rooms. Yes, but I was just talking to Patty, and she said you have a fungus on your feet, and it's contagious. What? Why are you talking to Patty? We're really good friends, actually. She's pretty cool. She's a big fat liar. I'll just show you my feet. But she just shrieked and ran out of the room. Ugh. I packed my stuff and left angrily. I moved on to stay with another friend, but it turned out she was also friends with Patty. And that's how I went from friend to friend, only to realize that Patty knew everyone I knew in the city. So I decided I would just travel out of town. I bought a one-way ticket and got on the bus. I was so tired from the last few days that I just fell asleep. God knows for how many hours. Finally, the bus conductor woke me up, and I sat up in a panic. Where am I?
You actually just came to Chicago.
What? Did I just make a complete detour to the same place? I'd failed to even run away from this stupid city. When I got off the bus, I started walking around in the pouring rain when suddenly I spotted Patty standing on the other side of the road, just as shocked to see me. Why are you still in Chicago? I thought I made you leave. My life is none of your business, so stay away from me. She started walking over to me, yelling, "Making your life miserable is my business, because you stole my life, and I don't have an ounce of guilt." What? What are you talking about? You really don't remember? That day 4 years ago when our parents were away and we were playing, and you threw the ball on the roof. You started climbing up to get it, and I told you to stop. But you didn't listen to me, so I climbed after you. And that's when I fell. I started to cry, hard. Maybe the shock of Patty's fall had made me forget all these details, but now I remembered. Patty, I was just a kid. I didn't mean for you to fall. Patty looked even angrier as she walked closer. I don't care what you meant. Because of you, I lost 4 years of my life. And during this time, you grew and studied and made friends and a boyfriend. And what about me? I just can't seem to catch up, and I just want you to go away. As Patty screamed, I suddenly saw a bus was traveling fast in her direction. Patty, watch out! Without another thought, I ran towards her and pushed her to the sidewalk. My head hit the pavement and I lost consciousness. When I woke up, I saw that I was in the hospital. My parents hugged me tight and said I'd woken up after 2 days. We're so sorry we didn't believe you and caused you so much pain, honey. Turns out after my accident, Patty broke down in front of my parents and confessed everything she'd done. Together, they decided to get her psychiatric treatment to help her get better. Just then they left the room and Patty walked in.
I'm so glad you're okay, Lizzie. All this time I've been blaming you and hating you for an accident, and you risked your life to save me. How could I have been so horrible? Please say you'll forgive me.
Of course I forgive you. You've always been the person I love the most in the world. I would do anything for you. I'm so sorry for what you lost, and you're back with us now. You can have anything and do anything you want, Patty. And I will always be by your side. you.